As the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we get a Thursday Night Primetime showdown. It's the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. This return starts at the 5, and this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got Sutton complete. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, they go back to McCaffrey. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. First down, here's Lamar. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Escapes the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We've reached the end of one on Thursday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it on 3rd and 5. Lamar's going to keep this one. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to have this down to the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Escapes a defender. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Sending the tight end in motion left. They stick with McCaffrey. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Giants going dime coverage here, Brock. 6 DBs out there, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Picked up by the Giants. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And it's a game of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. It's on target to Johnson. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
Even if it doesn't get the 1st down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge, and they netted a solid gain.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now Jackson off the play action. Gets him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Timeout comes, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 14-yard line.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he drives this forward to the 6.
To Theo Johnson. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. This from just 23 yards away. The kick by Gano is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Hey, we've all learned enough to look at the numbers through the years and know how important points are going into halftime and coming out of halftime. They accomplished the first task. Now they get a chance to begin the second half with the ball as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. This is Ingram looking to the left side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. A handoff to Tracy. He dodged the tackle. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a pickup of 11, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. They go right back to Tracy. Solid running here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 40-yard line.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Jackson keeping it himself. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Pistol snap to Jackson. one's incomplete over the middle.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Pass cut by Tracy. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Now Allen off the play action. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by a 2-time All-Pro in his first 3 seasons in the NFL, Trent McDuffie.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Short pass brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. So we've hit the end of this 3rd quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. give. It's McCaffrey. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Close to a stand here, partner. Need a stop on this third and goal. Back to throw it. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the fourth. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one not close to where it had to go. This drive is going to begin from the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Lamar. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 26. And the Giants will have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. He'll throw it. It's complete. This is Bowers. And in, touchdown, New York. The Giants take a fourth-quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Gano ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
So ready to give to McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A 1-yard loss.
And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, that's exactly how you get it done.
He's running for it. Oh, Allen loses it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap, a give to Tracy. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Here's Tracy once more. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers, Brock. Not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Yeah, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for in the NFL. Just 1 in a game is too many. Got to find a way to protect the rock.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. He dropped this down to McCaffrey underneath. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants come up with the interception that clinches the win. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as we'll see you next time from Denver.